Okay, I am here with Austin Mcbeth, and he is the author of The Sweet 16, A Coach's Guide to Leadership. Now, you are a basketball coach, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're Coach Mcbeth, really. Tell me about your book.
So The Sweet 16 is a play on words. Obviously, most basketball people will read it and think, oh, it has winning games and making it to the Sweet 16. And the Sweet 16 is a play on words. In 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8, it's the love chapter that everybody talks about. There are actually 16 characteristics of what love looks like according to God's word. And so the purpose of the book is it's looked at through a coach's perspective, but it's focusing on, can we as coaches get to a place where we love our players the right way? And so the goal of the book is actually to love our players, not to just win games.
That's really cool. Okay, so when you thought about writing it, who was your target audience that you were hoping to reach?
At first it was coaches, definitely Christian coaches like myself, just because being in this profession at the collegiate level, I understand that it can be a really corrupt business, unfortunately. And when you find other Christian coaches, you really need to band together and kind of encourage one another. And so I think the original intent was for Christian coaches, but I think that non-Christian coaches need to read it as well, so that they can learn from it. And I think it's really good for athletes to read and to really understand, if I'm going to go play collegiate basketball or AAU or high school basketball, the way that their coaches treat them is going to have a huge impact on the way that they see the world and authority and leadership. And so I think players can read it too. Really, anybody who's in a place of leadership or authority would be great for them.
Yeah, no, that's what it sounds like. Okay, so tell me a little bit about publishing and how that was for you, publishing through Christian Faith.
I'm not a writer. I am now, but I didn't grow up trying to write. I never was aspiring to be a writer. And so when I wrote this book, I was like, what do I do now? I know I need to publish it, but I have no idea what avenue to take. And I grew up listening to Creflo Dollar. And so I was like, let me just see who was his publisher. And so I went and looked and saw that it was CFP, Christian Faith Publishing. And so I just cold called them. I called and I said, hey, I wrote a book. This is what it's about. And after about a 5-minute conversation, the person that I was talking to said, I would love to read it. It sounds very pertinent for today's society. And so, yeah, send it over and it'll give us about 3 to 5 days and we'll let you know. And so I sent them the book, and 2 days later she called me and she said, we love the book. We would love to publish it for you. And so that's how it got kicked off. And then they just walked me through every step of the process, because once again, I was clueless. I didn't know what to expect. And they just did a really good job. Brenda, who is kind of my publishing coordinator, she's done a great job of just walking me through every step of the process. And here we are, and we have a book now. I actually have it right here with me.
Yeah, show it to us.
So this is what it looks like, the Sweet 16 Coach's Guide to Leadership. And the back just kind of talks about the things that we just talked about. But it's crazy. I'm sitting there here holding it, and I've had it out for about a month and a half. And CFP has been great and really just helped me with the whole process.
That's awesome. Well, now you are not just a writer, you're actually a published author. Congrats
Great.
On that. And tell us where people can find the book.
The easiest way to get it would be to go to my website, austinmcbeth.com. I've got the links already connected. You can get it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. And if you go to my website, click on the Sweet 16, it'll take you right there. I also bought copies because a lot of my friends and family have wanted autographed copies. And so I have a bunch sitting at home. And so there's a place in there in my website where you can just sign up, give me your information, and I'll ship it out. So Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and I have copies. And if you go to my website, austinmcbeth.com, it's pretty easy to navigate and find that.
Awesome. Thank you so much for visiting with me. It sounds like an amazing book that a lot of people can benefit from. And I really enjoyed talking to you, Austin. Thank you, Coach. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye.